God bless you today. It's Friday, December 2nd, 2016. I've got a headline. We're going to talk about prophecy in the news as it relates to Israel. This is a breaking story that's coming out this morning, but I want to talk to you all about a few other topics regarding Israel. Israeli minister calls Abbas number one foe after Palestinian leader calls for mutual recognition. Now, what I understand that there has been a UN resolution to divide Israel. And I want to go there for a moment because I want to come to some type of understanding. Has Israel, in fact, been divided? Have they divided the land? We're going to first go to this story. Stay with me because we're going to go and we're going to try to uncover what is really going on in Bible prophecy right now with Israel. But first, let me take you to this story. Again, let me ask you, has Israel been divided? Has the land been divided? Israeli minister calls Abbas number one foe after Palestinian leader calls for mutual recognition. Energy Minister Yuval Stein said Palestinian National Authority President Mahmoud Abbas represents the top ideological threat to the Jewish state after Abbas vowed to withdraw recognition of Israel if it keeps refusing to reciprocate. Speaking at a Fatah Party Congress on Wednesday, Abbas noted that although Palestine recognized Israel, Israel is not poised to do the same, adding that Palestine's commitment is not free and eventually comes down to Israel's decision to recognize Palestine in return. But have they divided the land of Israel? With a UN resolution, is that a law? If the latter is not happening, Palestine will mull withdrawing its recognition after all other options are exhausted, Abbas said. However, he stressed that at the moment we must lead a peaceful, popular resistance, and we want to keep our hand extended for peace. Abbas' comments did not sit well with Steins, a longtime ally of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and a member of his right-wing Likud party, who dubbed them another sad joke in an interview with Israel Radio, as cited by the Times of Israel. The minister claimed that the Palestinian leader has never recognized Israel's right to exist and to this very day rejects Israel's right to exist. Abbas is talking about stopping his recognition of Israel, but first he should start recognizing Israel, Stein said, adding that from an ideological perspective, Abbas is the number one enemy of the very existence of Israel, even more so than former PNA President Yasser Arafat, as cited by the Jerusalem Post. No mention here of dividing Israel, UN resolution, though, however. Let me skip ahead here. During his Congress address that spanned for 3 hours, Abbas also reminded that Israel was not, in effect, recognized as a Jewish state by the United Nations. If Israel goes to the UN and is recognized as a Jewish National Republic of Israel, then they will have international recognition, he said. This comes after the time where there was this UN meeting and resolution to divide the land of Israel. So I'm a little confused here. Maybe you can help me. Although Palestine formally recognized the state of Israel and its right to exist under the terms of the 1993 Oslo Accords that were supposed to bring an end to the years of Israeli-Arab violence and lead to comprehensive peace settlement. It opposes the nation of Israel as a national Jewish state, which Abbas argues will pave the way for the discrimination of Israeli Arabs, being one of the Accord's vocal. Whoops, went too far. Being one of the let me get my place. It opposes the nation of Israel as a national Jewish state, which Abbas argues will pave the way for the discrimination of Israeli Arabs, being one of the Accord's vocal proponents. Abbas took an active part in its drawing up and personally served as the signatory for Palestine. However, in September last year, Abbas hinted that Palestine might walk out of the Accords while blaming Israel for occupying its territory. We cannot continue to be bound by these signed agreements with Israel, and Israel must assume fully its responsibilities of an occupying power, he said, addressing the UN General Assembly, calling for the reviews of the agreements. But has there been a resolution to divide the land? Is this now in print, in law? Has the land of Israel been divided? Now, my question still remains, has there been a UN resolution put into law, into effect, to divide the land of Israel, to give away the Golan Heights? This has been going across the YouTube channels a lot for the last couple of days, that there was this UN resolution, and all over Facebook. But this article that I just read you came out today around, I think it was 4:30 something in the morning, December the 2nd. No talk about a UN resolution or a law that has now been in effect to divide the land of Israel. So I want to get to the bottom of the truth and what is really happening. Let me show you what happens when I did a Google search and I checked all of the Israeli news sources. No mention of a UN resolution or a law to divide the land of Israel. All right, let me do a Google search as I did yesterday. I haven't done this today to see if there is any news reporting this coming out of Israel. I followed all the mainstream media news yesterday when I heard about this UN resolution to divide the land of Israel, and all of the mainstream media news, especially I try to just watch Fox News, but no mention of a resolution to divide the land of Israel, no law that has been put into effect. So let me type this in. Did the UN vote to divide ISRAE Israel? Let's see what pops up here. Trend update: UN votes to divide Israel, Jerusalem, and Golan Heights. Well, that's not a news, and we got Paul Begley. So I don't want to go by, not anything against Pastor Paul Begley. I don't want to go by these other type of websites. Let's go to some actual news. Talk about fake news. Who knows what's real anymore? Report Obama to use UN to divide. But see, all of this is coming out. You've got Pastor Paul Begley's information 20 hours ago, 22 hours ago. But anything else pertaining to that is a year old, or here March 8th of 2016. There's nothing current. Nothing current, and this pops up. Report Obama to use the UN to divide Jerusalem. But this was from March. Let's see. August 3rd, 2016. There's just, I can't seem to find anything current. Let's go to another source here. Let's go to some actual Israeli news. Now, here's the Jerusalem Post, and this is for today, and I did this yesterday as well. The EMP threat: could Israel be blacked out? In picture, stormy weather pours over Israel. Rabbi sworn in as IDF chief rabbi. Women's group slam plea deal. I don't find anything. Netanyahu's controversial lawyer, also connected to Prime Minister's son-in-law. There is nothing about the UN resolution to divide the land of Israel. Now, going to another source, ynetnews.com. Again, Palestinian arrested for arson, just burning agricultural trimmings. President proposes leaving Jewish matters to local jurisdiction. Rain-drenched Israel, snow cools the north. This is talking about a lot of rain in Israel, but Obama leans against last-minute action on Israel. Let's see what that is. Obama leans against last-minute action on Israel. I don't want to read the entire thing. Is this anything to do with that? U.S. officials say Obama likely to avoid one last row with Israeli government, frustrated by lack of progress in progressing towards peace deal with Palestinians. So it seems like he's backing away. I don't see anything about an agreement or to divide the land of Israel. Washington, President Barack Obama has nearly ruled out any major last-ditch effort to put pressure on Israel over stalled peace negotiations with the Palestinians. The U.S. official said, indicating Obama will likely avoid one last row with Israel's government as he leaves office. But there is, from the UN website, an article, and let me take you there. I want to thank Brother Lawrence, who sent me this. He actually put this link on a video that I had uploaded yesterday from the United Nations website, but are we reading this carefully? Has there been a resolution to divide the land of Israel? Is that what we are really reading, or is that what's being proposed on various YouTube channels? A lot of sensationalism and hype. Has this happened? Because I can't find it, even in this article, unless I'm mistaken, so please correct me. Urging concerted action to revive peace talks. General Assembly adopts 6 resolutions on question of Palestine situation in the Middle East. On a question of the situation. The General Assembly today adopted 6 resolutions on Palestinian and Middle East issues ranging from Jerusalem to the United Nations Special Information Program on the question of Palestine. The Assembly adopted a resolution on the peaceful settlement of the question. Keyword here, question of Palestine document, and there's the document number, by a recorded vote of 153 in favor to 7 against, Canada, Federated States of Micronesia, Israel, Marshall Islands. I'm going to put this link below, but is this to divide? Is this now been voted on to divide, to give portions of the land of Israel to Palestine? I don't see that. I don't see that here. I just want to bring you the truth, because it's very important when we look at end-time Bible prophecy. So after careful reading of that document, did the UN vote, did a resolution take place, an actual vote to divide the land of Israel, or were they kind of just testing the waters? Did they have a UN resolution vote as a suggestion of how people felt about dividing the land of Israel? That's what I'm taking from this, and this may be the reason why you're not seeing this on any mainstream media news source, you're not seeing this reported on any Israeli news articles or sources. So I just want to put this for you. I want to bring you true news. I want to bring you true Bible prophecy in the news. I could be wrong. Let me know your comments in the comment section below. I believe this to be just kind of feeling and testing the waters, a UN resolution vote with a suggestion of how people felt about dividing the land of Israel, and nothing more. Let me know. I could be wrong.